Yep, another chapter in the Radpherd. Coming to you from I'm Not Childish, I'm at a higher level of immaturity. First thing you can see is I'm not in the same place as I was. I'm still in the same building, just in another room. We call this the basement. You can see there's other cars stored here, actually. One is waiting for space inside, but here we go. A lot of change anyway. I have the front end mocked up to whereabouts it'll be. Like I've said before, most of what you see there won't be there when I'm done. It'll just be tubing, just like you see in the back here. I've welded in the under cab parts, and for some reason it looks like it went darker. I'm just wondering what happened. Okay, so we'll just keep going and see how it works out. Maybe I'll have to change some settings. So anyway, I welded them in. The straight tubes between the upper and lower frame rail are just spacers for now. They'll be cut out. This piece here is maybe looks like it ought to be there, but it doesn't. All it's doing is holding the rails in. What happened, or what I had planned, is that in the back they were going to be one width, but in the front they're narrower. Maybe you can see it there. There's a bend in them. So that's just holding it in place till I get the front end put together. Now back here, I did I'll call it a pre-assembly, so people can see what's going on. But also, there you go, guess what? My finger caused it to get brighter. I'll need to do that more often, so I'll keep my hand there. So anyway, in the back here, you get a better idea of how things are going together. The rocker arms on the inside mount to the coilovers. The coilovers literally go through the back cross member, the 6-inch diameter pipe. And then in the back, which I don't have done yet, but I'll walk around there anyway, seeing that the pieces are connected there. Things are making more sense, hopefully. So now in the back of the pipe, I'll cut a hole and either have a bracket that reaches in there to attach to the shock, or if the shock's long enough, it'll stick out the back and I'll make a bracket that welds onto the back for it. Just have to see. My shocks are ordered, so hopefully they'll come in and, well, not hopefully, they'll be in another week and a half, I believe. So I'll be able then to do a proper mock-up and the settings and be able to make the brackets I need. I'm happy with the way it's going. You can see the progress there. The bow is more readily visible. So now I have to figure out how to mount this tube and the lower one to these control arms back here. So this tube will actually bend up and go right in to the back there. It'll go through and then it'll come back out. So the actual frame will be the pivot point. The same thing on the lower one, which is way in compared to the front one. But once I get those 2 points where they need to be, then I'll look at what kind of bracing and all I need to keep it still a strong frame, which I don't think I'm going to have much trouble with at this point. just to give you a little idea, I welded these on the under cab rails on going straight. And I thought pulling them in 2 inches in the front here on either side, so that's 4 inches total, wouldn't be any problem at all. Well, a 1 inch ratchet strap couldn't do it anywhere close. It was amazing how much force there is. And so then I got a 3-inch wide ratchet strap, and it took all I could to get it bent or pulled, because it really is bowed. It's not actually yielded yet at all. And I then took it even further because I realized that my mounting points on the cab are marked here, but they're way inside. They're only 34 inches apart. And so anyway, so I went ahead and pulled it in even further. And yeah, that's one hell of a strong frame. I'm pleased with it. Of course, it's also heavier than what needs to be, but it was a lot cheaper than spending the money on real tubing. And obviously, it's going to be just as strong, if not stronger. So that's what we have for now. And figuring everything goes right, I'm going to do another video next on the Red Dragon. So I hope to see you there. And this is I'm Not Childish, signing off.